Hey guys, Profe Pablo here, Spanish teacher turned Minecraft engineer. Today we are going to be making a kelp farm. Now this Minecraft Bedrock kelp farm is a quad kelp farm. In other words, there are 4 parts to it. It all comes around a singular tower and is run by the same tower of redstone. This thing is powered by 4 cactus timers down here, and those 4 timers connect to the entire thing, so when one of the timers goes off, every single piston will go. Down here we have a very simple collection system. I just tried to make a simple one. You can make it as complicated as you want. And down here we have 3 parts. So we have a silo for our kelp. That comes out of our kelp farm. We have bone meal, which will be generated by our kelp farm. And we have a dried kelp area over here, which will be generated by our kelp farm. This is not a 0-tick kelp farm, but it is an AFK kelp farm, which means all you have to do is stand around and wait. This thing is stackable, so you could take this kelp farm and stack it as high as your heart desires. This request came from my buddy Brandon. He was very specific on his request. Here, take a look. And knowing Brandon, he will probably build up until world limit, making this an extremely productive farm. Apparently, zombie villagers like it as well. Enough chit chat, let's get going. Okay, the first thing we want to do is find a place, which I guess it doesn't really matter because this thing isn't based on the ground. I'll do it right over here. We are going to lay down a double chest, pointing sideways. Come back behind that chest, lay down a hopper. On top of the hopper, lay a smoker. Behind that smoker, lay down another hopper. We're going to use that for fuel, and lay down another double chest. Okay, next to this double chest, we're going to lay down another double chest. Place a hopper going into that double chest, and place a composter right there. So this is going to be for our bone meal. This is going to be for our dried kelp. We're going to place a hopper here, and another double chest, which divides one source into 2 different locations. Now we're going to place a hopper going into that chest, and we're going to place a double chest up here, and we are going to make kind of a little storage silo here. It's pretty easy. Let's put a temporary block right here, and then we're going to place a double chest, double chest, double chest, double chest, just like that, and then place hoppers going into each one of those double chests. And that way we have half of our kelp going in here, storing kelp, and half of it going over here to this system over here. Now we're going to place a hopper going into that chest, like that. And now we need to make a trough leading into this hopper. So we are going to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then put a block there. Now we could put all of this part underground. It's just easier to see above ground, which is why I'm doing it this way. Then back here, we're going to place another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Place a block there. So you get something that looks like this. And we are going to make this part into a trough, just like this. And we can go ahead and lay down our first bucket of water. It should lead all the way to the end. Perfect. Now we're going to take this, extend it this way, just like that. And actually, I wanted to make this part glass, but to kind of give it an even, clean look, I'm going to extend this wall here. And now put my glass just like this, all the way down to the end, like that. Okay, we're going to place a bucket of water here. That's perfect. Extend this out to there. We can close this off like that. Perfect. Now I do want to add another glass wall on top like that. Build up this wall and this wall all the way around. Perfect. Now we have kind of our collection system. All our kelp will drop down here and go into there. Now we're going to count 8 blocks back from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. So it should be 8 that lead to this edge. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And I'm going to extend this all the way over here because we're going to have kind of a water pushing system going this way. Okay, there we go, just like that. Now I can take this wall and extend it this way. Do the same thing on this side. And take the back wall here and extend it this way. Okay, so you're gonna get something that looks like this. Let's go ahead and lay down our water. Flows up to the edge. I am going to put a wall here, just like that. Perfect. Okay, now I need one more platform, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here's the back wall. So it should be 8 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I gotta double check that because I've messed up so many builds that way. And now we are going to do the same thing. We're going to extend this platform. All right, and then I'm going to extend this wall this way. I'm gonna build up our back wall like that. And extend this wall this way. There we go. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, we're filling up our back wall. It all flows down to the front. There we go. Now, there's probably a more efficient collection pattern that you could have here, but this is just a simple collection system. But now let's get to the actual farm. So I need to find the middle of this platform. 1, 2, 3. And there's not gonna be an exact middle, and that's gonna cause my OCD to hurt because it's 16, which is an even number. So we're just gonna come over to number 8, block number 8. Okay, and I'm actually going to build up right here. I'm gonna build up a few blocks so that my water has space to flow. And I'm going to make a cross just like that. Then on that cross, I'm going to place sand just like that. And cactus or cacti just like that. Now, before I break my cacti, see, now if I build too close, it's gonna break. So I gotta build out this way some temporary blocks going up and over here. And facing down, I'm going to place an observer facing down like that. So this observer is looking right here at this cactus. Then I'm going to put a block here, do another observer like that. Block there, another observer, each one facing down towards a cactus with a block gap in between. And I'm gonna break my temporary blocks, leaving me just this. Now I can place blocks here, 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 and here. Place a block there. And now this is kind of the redstone system that's going to run the whole farm. Basically, anytime one of these cactuses breaks, it's going to trigger the whole system. A cactus clock is kind of like a delayed repeater clock, just very delayed. I'd originally designed this with 1, but Brandon wanted 4 cactuses, so here we are. Then what we're going to do is cover this whole platform with blocks, just like that, and then cover each one with redstone. Just like that. Then we are going to take pistons and place 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 on all sides. Then we are going to place blocks here, here as well, doing that all the way around. Don't forget you have to protect this gap so the cactus can grow up. So now you have something that looks like this. And then from here, we're going to extend this out 1, 2, 3 on all sides. Okay, so just to give you an idea of what's happening, our kelp's gonna be planted there. And all this is going to be a way of channeling the kelp into this collection area. So what we need to do is fill in these corners on all sides. Then we are going to extend these side walls out 2 blocks, like that. So 2 columns of blocks, do that all the way around. Okay, so now you have something that looks like this all the way around. Okay, now up here, what we're going to do is place a block here, here, on each side. Then we're gonna take stairs and face those facing upside down and in, like this, all the way around as well. And then so water doesn't spill everywhere, we are going to close this with blocks. Just like that. Now what we're going to do is waterlog each one of these stairs. And you'll notice that kind of creates this waterfall. Kind of looks pretty cool. Just like that. Now, we don't want this water to get super messy. As you can see, it's spilling out this way. I mean, I could stop that pretty easily by placing a button right there. But it's still just kind of spilling everywhere. We're going to clean that up in just a minute. Now it's time to plant our kelp. So let's plant that here, here, and here. We're going to do that all the way around. Okay, and now we could go ahead and work on the next row. Now you notice when our kelp grows, our waterfall changes. That's okay. You know what, as pretty as it looks, let's go ahead and contain this waterfall because some of our kelp's gonna get pushed over here and not make it to the end. So we have two options. We could use glass to contain it, which looks really, really good in my opinion. Or we could use signs, which also look okay, but not as good as the glass. The problem with the glass is that sometimes your kelp will get caught on the glass. I don't know if I can make it happen, but it gets caught on the glass edge. Brandon suggested fence gates, so we will try that. Place one there. It's kind of tricky. You have to crouch. Here we go. We'll place one there, there, and there. We'll do that again over here. You can use signs as well. The fence gates look a little more symmetrical. That's nice. We're doing it on all four sides. Okay, so now we have this contained kelp farm. The kelp's going to be growing. When these clocks go off down here, it's going to cause the whole system to go off, breaking the kelp and coming down to our storage system over here. Okay, now I'm going to work on the next row. To do that, we're going to place an observer right in the middle, but looking down like that. Place some redstone, and then place another observer looking down like that. And then we're going to build our initial cross around that observer like that. Make it into a square. And then we can start our pistons and start our next row here. So just like that. Then we build a wall coming down. Then we build out here like this on all four sides, making kind of an L shape. Fill in our corners. Extend our walls out. And by the way, you can use this bottom one to extend the second column like that. Run our redstone all over the platform. Place our blocks here. This is just what we did below. And our stairs upside down and facing in all the way around. Cover our pistons so that water doesn't spill everywhere from the stairs. Waterlog our stairs. Plant our kelp. And place down our fence gates, one right in front of the kelp and one right in front of where the pistons will extend. Okay, there we go, and that's our kelp farm. And again, you can extend this as high as you want. Buddy Brandon is probably gonna go as high as the world will let him go. I'm gonna sit here and AFK for a while and see what our rates are. Okay, in the first 10 minutes, we only got one piece of dried kelp. I think more is on the way. We did get 6 pieces of kelp over here. That's not quite as quick as I think this farm could be. Let me show you a different clock that you could do real quick if you want maybe possibly faster rates. So I'm gonna go ahead and break this. We really just need to attach this to one of these. But what I'm going to do is build down here, kind of a little platform. I'm going to put a sticky piston here, a sticky piston here, redstone block here, redstone lamp here. Then I'm going to build out a little bit of a platform right here. Again, this is kind of hard to do. It'd be easier to do at the beginning. We're going to have one hopper facing into another hopper, like this. Then we're going to put a comparator. Actually, I'm going to put a block there, redstone there. That should work. Take another comparator, push it there, block there, redstone there. And then we are going to throw in a stack of whatever item we want. Now what's going to happen is these items are going to go from one hopper to the other, creating a delayed repeater clock. And every time it moves, all of our pistons go off. Let's go ahead and test those rates as well. I'm going to run another timer for 10 minutes. Okay guys, after running that other timer, we got 9 pieces of kelp over here, 14 pieces of dried kelp over here, so it was definitely, the rates were definitely better. Still no bone meal after 10 minutes, but that is because this is an AFK farm and that simply takes time. Look, we have more kelp coming in right now. And that was only with 2 layers. If you did this thing, even more layers, you would get even better rates. Now, I did notice that it is better to use signs than gates because the signs don't allow the kelp to get caught as easily. Now you can see some floating in there, but these gates definitely trap some of the kelp. The signs seem to work the best. I hope you guys enjoyed this farm. Thanks for watching.